Good evening, fellow Lions and friends. Welcome to the second episode of our virtual leadership series. I am Lion Rohel Bautista from Somerville Metro Lions Club and the current Global Leadership Team Coordinator of District 16J or GLTD for short. I am glad to co-host this important activity of the district to talk about our Lions journey, focusing on relevant topics each month. As you may already know, GLT is one of the three areas under the Global Action Team, or GAT for short. The other two areas are GMT, which stands for Global Membership Team, and GST, which stands for Global Service Team. GAT was created by LCI as a field team specifically designed to connect clubs, districts, leaders, and beyond to tools and resources developed to improve their service impact. As part of our district initiative on leadership development, we are doing the monthly virtual forum on special topics in leadership, membership, and service. The first episode, which aired last month, focused on our service journey as a district, in which we invited representatives from clubs who have had a successful service journey, especially during these challenging times. This evening, our focus will be on membership. Before we go to that part, allow me to call on our district governor, Lion Varsha Naik, to say a few words. Lion Varsha just came from the USA-Canada Leadership Forum held in Des Moines, Iowa. Good evening, Lion Varsha. How are you?
Thank you, Lion Rohel, for the warm welcome. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. Wonderful. Thank you. It's great to have you back. So how was the USA-Canada Forum?
Oh, it was wonderful experience. After maybe like 2 years, we met people, we connect with each other, we share our ideas, we share our service ideas. So it was really a great experience. And I really wanted to say thank you so much, USA Canada Alliance Leadership Forum, for connecting us.
Wow. We should all go there next year.
Yes, we should all go next year. In 2025 is in New Jersey.
That's good.
So today's topic for our leadership series is membership. So I just want to say a few words because we have to have good speakers and we want to get their experience. So thank you, fellow Lions, Leos, and friends, for joining the virtual leadership series. Together we can. Lions Club has been growing in New Jersey for last 100 years, and we have made a difference in our community. Membership in any association means getting those helping hands so we can serve our community from our heart. Our international president, Douglas Alexander's theme is service from the heart. And he's requesting everyone, ask one. Ask one to join our association. It is a very simple task. Ask one, bring one. New Jersey was redistricted in 2014, and we have seen a roller coaster ride in a membership. Every year, there were ups and downs in the membership. We have to keep our eyes open every time and look around every corner. If we have a positive growth, we cannot close our eyes and relax. We have to make sure that we are growing in membership and giving equal opportunities to our members and our clubs. Membership satisfaction is essential. We have a couple of membership initiative, and this year we adopted GMA, Global Membership Approach. GMA is a tool, build a team, build a vision, build a plan, and build a success. We are talking about this. Our goal is our members must involve in service, helping hands. We should give them the opportunity. That's why we are here to serve. So our membership satisfaction is very important. And today we are talking about membership, and we have our global membership team approach champion Lion Mahesh also here. We have GMT, Peter Twill is here. So Rohel, without any ado, I think we should invite our moderator, Peter Twill.
Thank you, DJ Varsha, for your illuminating remarks. Lions, Leos, and friends, for this evening's episode, we have invited our District 16J Global Membership Team Coordinator, Lion Peter Twill, to lead the dialogue on membership with special guests from different clubs as panelists to share with us their experience in bringing in and maintaining membership in their respective clubs. So let us welcome GMTD Lion Peter.
Thank you very much, Lion Rogel.
You're welcome. How are you, Lion Peter?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Wonderful, thanks.
I'm glad everybody's here with us tonight. Hello, everyone, and once again, welcome to our virtual forum. This forum will be focusing on membership. I was honored when I was asked to fill the role of the Growth Membership Team Coordinator, the GMT. I'm available to each and every one of you and all club members in the district to guide and help you build on your membership and give you ideas and point you in the right direction. My goal is to get you enthused and get you motivated about membership and how important it is. I've been a Lion for close to 40 years, and I'm also a recipient of the Member Key, meaning I sponsored more than 25 members as a Lion in my own club and surrounding clubs. As moderator, I will be asking each of our panelists a list of questions regarding their club's approach in finding and retaining good members. My goal is to have answers that they provide and give you ideas and get you motivated. With that, you can take what you've learned today and bring forth these ideas to your club and your fellow Lions. It's not always easy, but remember that recruiting members is the key to building and maintaining a successful club. With all that we have the capability to talk about great things Lions do, all you need to do is have the courage to ask your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, who are service-oriented just like you, and who like to volunteer just like you. And you just want to ask them, hey, let's just join the 1.3 million Lions across the globe. You might say, I'm too shy to ask someone to join the Lions. Well, if you don't have the courage, then refer the prospect to your membership chairman of your club or someone better skilled on explaining what we do. And let them do the asking, okay? And remember always your ABCs. Always be closing. In other words, don't let a prospect slip through your fingers. And also, keep a membership application handy at all times. So let's go to our first panelist. Patricia from the New Jersey Peruvian Club. Patricia? Patricia, are you there? Hi.
Hello. Hi, Peter. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being with us tonight. Patricia, what has been your personal success in finding new members?
I guess my biggest personal success was recruiting more than 30 members to start my own club. And I think that was a challenge for me because we were in the middle of the pandemic, and it was kind of hard, but I did it. So I think that was something that I'm very proud of. And now I will continue doing it.
That's wonderful. That is quite a success. Tell us, Patricia, does your club have a membership event or similar activities that you can share with us? Or have you had any kickoff event with your club? If so, could you share that with us?
Well, an event, we didn't have any because the current times. But what I do, or what I did before and work well, is to create this flyer about our club, and we usually say that we serve and is asking for people to join us, and it's working well because at least when I talk about Lions, about the Lions Club, they can take this with them to my friends can take this to them, with them, and to remember at home and read this again and again, and hopefully they will join our club.
Terrific. Has your club developed any goals to bring in members? Is there a particular goals that you set?
Yes, we are planning to have at least 15 members every year. So this year we have 3. So we're going for 12 more.
Oh, that's terrific.
The minimum.
Okay. Tell me, Patricia, who is your sponsor and how did he or she meet you and bring you into the club? What was his or her technique?
Well, my sponsor was Lion Armando Guerra. He is from the Elizabeth Cubanos Lions Club. And I met him like several years ago, when our kids used to go to the same elementary school. And then years after, actually 2017, I saw him again. And he talked to me about the Cuban Lions Club. And I said to him that, that I was like looking for a club also to do some community events and service. So he was like a very, very happy talking about his club. That that make me feel like I want to be there too. So that's why after a few months, I was there with the Elizabeth Cubanos Lions Club as a Lion.
Well, that's terrific. And tell me also, Patricia, what would you say is the best way to keep new members and even the older members satisfied?
I think it's communication. I usually talk to them on the phone. Sometimes I text them. I ask them questions and what they expect from our club. And then I usually talk to them back saying that I'm here to help any project that they have to serve our community. Mm-hmm. And that's the way that I try to keep them with us and making them leaders of projects.
Patricia, thank you very much for your answers. And we'll talk real soon. Okay, we're going to go to our next panelist, Pratibha. She is from the Menlo Park Lions Club. Welcome, Pratibha. How are you? Can you unmute?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. That's perfect. Pratibha, what was your personal success in finding new members?
So thank you so much, Peterville, for inviting me to this forum. As we all know that every club needs member to achieve its service goals. And so in order to recruit new members, there are several membership options which are provided by our to community members who want to volunteer and service in your organization. So for me, if you ask what is the personal success, it is just to advertise whatever service activities our club is doing, to talk about it to other people, to talk with the friends, family members, everyone, and just asks whether they are interested, and they would like to volunteer in our events. And people do come and say, oh, you're having a food service project, so we'll come and volunteer for your event. And when they get involved, then you ask them, would you like to join as a lion? And we have a member.
Oh, that's terrific. Does your club have a membership event or some kind of an activity that you can share with us, a kickoff event for membership?
So we do not do like a kickoff event, but whatever service events we are doing, like we do youth empowerment projects, we do breakfast with Santa, love, peace and harmony, we have art competition, and in those events a lot of people are associated with us during those events, and we then we provide the membership forms at that time, or like we ask, would you like to join or learn more about the Lions Club? And we have a sign-in sheet, and some of the people are interested, so we do call them and we get connected with that. But recently, like last year, we started a Leo Lion membership initiative in our club. And so what we do is we have a lot of Leos who graduate, who become older, and they go out of the Leo club. And so Leo Lion membership, it provides a very good opportunity for our club to get young members associated with the service and become a lion. So our club has started that initiative, and we'll let you know how it goes, but we have a lot of energetic young lions, Leo lions, who are associated, and they are doing really, we are very proud of them.
So you kind of mix it in with your other events. You always include a membership angle. That's terrific.
Yes.
Who was your sponsor, and how did he or she bring you into the club? What was his or her technique?
So my sponsor is none other than our DG Lion, Varsha Naik. And as you know, she is very, she gets you involved in all her projects. And we have been doing like, I've been doing like on a personal note, we are doing some events together. And then she started having those Lions events. And then she was like, hey, we are having this event. Why don't you come and join us? And would you like to volunteer?
Okay, great. That's a
yeah.
wonderful.
And I was like,
has
yeah.
the technique.
Yeah. Would you like to volunteer? And I was there for a few of her events, and then she said, would you like to join as a member? And here I am.
There we go.
Yes.
And what would you say would be the best way to keep new members or even the older members satisfied? What would you say to that?
So to keep new members and old members satisfied, it is like, apart from being flexible, like providing, like telling them about, giving them a opportunity to volunteer. That's why you joined the Lions Club.
Yes.
So if you are a member, maybe you are doing like 13 or 14 events in a year.
Yes.
And it is possible that all members cannot join that event, all the 14 events. But if they join even one event in a year, or maybe they come, they are like, oh, December is a good one. We have a breakfast with Santa during December. So a lot of our members, they just want to come for that event and volunteer. So, which is okay. So I think flexibility and adapting with the needs of the members and volunteers and keeping everyone involved is a good idea to keep the membership and everyone happy.
Terrific. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, next up is Pamela Past District Governor Mahesh or Varsha, who are you going to have for next up? Unmute, Varsha, unmute.
I think we should get Mahesh now because our viewers really wanted to hear from PCC Mahesh because he has
Okay.
a great ideas of membership. So
Okay. So we're going to bring on past District Governor Mahesh Chitnis. He is our past council chair and state advisor and also secretary of the Edison Visionary Club. So let's welcome Mahesh. Hello, Mahesh.
Good evening, Peter. Good evening, everyone.
Mahesh, let's start off with this question. What has been your personal success, Mahesh, in finding new members?
I have recruited a few members in last few years. My personal opinion about recruiting members is that we need to provide them this opportunity to serve. And when we provide that opportunity to serve our members, they jump on it. Over the last few years, last 15 years or so, I've been able to recruit probably about 500 plus members, either in the existing clubs or new clubs, and not only in New Jersey, but wherever I went. If I call it a success, I wouldn't call it as a my success, but it is a success of our association that we provide that opportunity. That is, like, most of the times, if we provide that information about what opportunity that we provide, people just can't say no.
Okay, great.
And that is what I have been experiencing over the years.
Yeah, very successful, very successful. Mahesh, does your club have any particular membership event or drive, or how do you start your year off? Can you share with us?
Yes. Unfortunately, last couple of years, like last 3-4 years, we did not have a specific event as such. But right from the day that our club started, even before our club was chartered, we always used to have this, what we called it as an open house.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we did it in month of February, March. The reason was, like, sort of when we started the process of chartering our club, it was in February. So every year we kept doing that. We used to invite the locals just to talk about what our club does. As Patricia was saying, like, sometimes having a thing in their hand makes a lot of difference. So we have this, I don't know whether I can show it to you here.
Sure. So handout.
We have the handout which talks about the projects that we have, what are the opportunities that we provide to people, and so on. And and those are the events that got us a lot of members in the initial phases. Unfortunately, like, sort of the way that sometimes that things go, we lost that touch in last, I think, 3 or 4 years. But hopefully, like, we can get back and not wait for February to do it. We would do that as soon as we can.
Mahesh, does your club have any goals developed in bringing in new members? Do you have goals set every year, or?
Absolutely. Our club is a little different than most of the traditional clubs. We do have membership goals. We do want to grow. But at the same time, if I have to use some Star Trek terminology, our club has been a mothership for a little while. We bring in members in anticipation that these members can go and start their own clubs. So, for example, a couple of people on this call, or rather one person on the call, is Varsha Naik. She joined Edison Visionary Lions Club in 2013. And then she understood how Lionism works. And then she went and started Menlo Park Lions Club. We have several such examples, like Princeton Visionary and Middlesex Visionary. And like there are so many such clubs who came in. We recruited them in our club, and then they went and started their club. So that is usually our goal. Having said that, we do insist that our membership chair does have a written goal statement every beginning of every year.
Terrific. Mahesh, who was your sponsor? How did he or she meet you and bring you into the club? What was their technique?
My official sponsor is Rich Smith from Sayreville Lions Club. Unfortunately, he did not get a chance to influence me because I was already influenced, and I was actually looking for a club. I was a Leo before, and I was actually searching for a club for a little while before I joined. So when the Sayreville Lions Club accepted me, I jumped on it. So unfortunately, Rich did not get a chance to actually give his sales pitch to me because I was already sold on the idea.
Okay, that's great. And what would you say, Mahesh, is the best way to keep the new members and even the old members satisfied?
Both in terms of the recruitment and retention. I think we need to give a little more emphasis on marketing and not selling. Where we fail most of the times is that we try to push our just a recruitment. We want to keep the members, but we don't tell them why. We try to sell our association as a product and not find out what they need from the association. So when we work on with that, if we talk to our members or just feel them, what is their need? Most of the people join this association for serving, giving back to our communities. And if we don't have hands-on projects, if we just have, we become a check writing club, they don't get that feeling, that fuzzy feeling in the heart that I'm doing something for somebody. So getting those opportunities to them is very, very critical. And everybody on this call, including yourself, would say that once we go in the community and start serving people, the satisfaction that we get keeps us here. You are in this association for 40 years. Why are you here? Because you had that feeling multiple times in your life, so that you wouldn't quit. The moment that we lose that feeling, that what is my worth in this association, then people tend to quit. So my suggestion would be to understand what the needs are.
Right. Mahesh, when a new member joins your club, what would you suggest to the viewers would be a good role to give that new member to get them involved right away and keep interest?
With the same principles that I talked about, finding out what they are looking for. Mm-hmm. There are some members who want to have the leadership position. They want to lead a particular project. So making them chair of a particular project committee would be the best thing to do. There are some people who want to just serve the hungry. So putting them onto a diabetes project may not work right. It is rather counterproductive. In that sense, if they want to work on a hunger project, if you don't have a hunger project, ask them to sort of plan a hunger project and work on it. Give them what they want. Our ultimate goal is to serve our communities. So giving that opportunity to them to explore and be the best that they can be for this community is what we need to do. And either a newer member or a most experienced member, all that we need to know that there is one of the trainings that I went to. They said everybody in the world comes with a tattoo, an invisible tattoo on their forehead, which says MMFI, which means make me feel important. So we have to make people feel important in their roles. And once we do that, I think they would be active members productive members of our association.
Mahesh, before I let you go, what do you say out there to clubs that just don't have the interest of growing their club? What does the club, what is going to happen to a club like theirs if they don't expand?
I dealt with quite a few of those clubs in my career. Sometimes we become, it becomes our ownership, so to say. We feel that like my club is my club. It doesn't belong to, like my Edison Visionary Lions Club doesn't belong to Mahesh Chitnis or any other member of our club. It belongs to our community. So we need to, at some point of time, have to make them realize that it is not about the club, or even for that matter, Lions. We are here to change lives in our community. So if we fail, we are failing our legacy. That like when usually this happens when a club becomes like 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. There is a lot of legacy behind this particular organization. And if they don't grow, if they don't pass on, if like say this is true in say a family business, a brick and mortar store. If you don't get your next generation involved, your business is going to die with you.
Right.
So we have to give them that feeling that like you need to pass on your legacy, and that is what it is.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Mahesh. I understand Armando is with us. So I would like to take this time to introduce past District Governor Armando. He's our 16J councilperson and member of the Elizabeth Cubanos Club. So we shall welcome Armando. Hi, Armando, you made it.
Yes, thank you so much for waiting for me. Really appreciate the line, Peter. Very excited to be here and looking forward to give up a little personal experience of being a Lion with you guys.
Okay, great, thank you. Armando, I'm going to first ask you, what has been your personal success in finding new members?
That's a great question. You know, if you're excited and you're enthusiastic about serving the community, people tend to see that. And as a result of you being active and going out there and serving the community, people tend to say, you know what, I want to be part of that group. I want to be part of a Lion. And that's what gets me a lot of members. And simply just asking, you know, because people that don't even realize that they could be part of this club. Just like when I first started, I didn't know that I could be a Lion. I didn't know what were the correct characteristics of being a Lion. And as a result, by someone asking me, that's the reason that I became a Lion.
That's right. Terrific. Armando, does your club have a membership event or any kind of an activity or a kickoff event or planning one for membership?
Right now, at this present moment, we basically is word of mouth, Peter, and most of and the reason that we got a lot of members is by the other members asking their friends, relatives, and my family, all of my members, all my family, my wife, my kids, they're all Lions because they see that, you know, how enthusiastic and how committed I am in serving the community. And a great story is that my close friend became a Lion, and right now he's the second vice district governor for the 16J. So what I look at is for individuals that are looking to serve the community, and it's almost like a scout that you see someone that has a perfect trait to get serve the community, and you ask them, and as a result, you put them in the different positions so that you can move them up at in Lionism.
It's terrific. I agree. You know, asking family members or your own friends it just helps build on to membership. And you know, because you know them so well and they already know what you're doing, it's almost a shoo-in that they want to be a member.
Exactly. And at this present moment, our club has about 92 members, and we're close to that 100 mark, which we're going to have to reach hopefully by this year.
Oh, that's
And
terrific.
basically, it's all friends and relatives that are looking to work for that primary cause, which is serving the community, helping the less fortunate.
So even though your club is large and very successful, I'm sure you still have goals in bringing in members. You have to have goals because you don't want to take advantage of such a good situation.
That is correct. And our goal is always to have an increase. And what we're looking to do is, what we wind up doing is getting those new members involved, and those new members, they basically is a spin-off. They ask their friends and their relatives. So right now in our club, and I was looking at, and I was hearing what Mahesh was mentioning,
Mm-hmm.
all our members that have positions in our club, they're all new. Pretty much they're only about maybe 2 or 3 years old, and they have one is the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and we have the experienced Lions teaching them those positions, so we can continue to keep that legacy going.
Armando, who was your sponsor? How did you meet that person, and how did that person bring you into the club? What was his or her technique?
I'll tell you the one thing, I got to thank Lions for where I am today, because without Lions, I wouldn't have had so much success in where I'm at today with my family. How I became a Lion, I actually, my wife and I, we went to a Lions trip to Atlantic City, to the casinos. And someone actually invited us. At that time, my wife wasn't working. I was in a transition during that time, during 9/11. And I became, and my wife actually got into the Board of Education because of the Lions. And she's been a member of the Board of Education for the past 20 years. Myself, the lady that actually got me in, she's a principal, and she was the president of the Lions, of the Elizabeth Cubanos Lions Club, and she asked me to become a member. And I said, I didn't know that I could actually become a member. She goes, yeah, you have the right fit to be a member. So you never know who you're going to ask that would actually take that legacy and move it up. So as a result, I thank the Lions for my success, because I made that big transition, and I also got employed. I became a realtor, became a real estate broker, and a lot of that success is because of this person that actually asked me. And within those 2 years, I wasn't very active, but then there was another president by the name of Sylvia Fonseca that she says, you know what, I need to get you engaged in Lionism, and she wound up making me vice president of the club. So from there, I became president, and I started bringing in members, about 20 members during those 2 years. I got 20 new members. And once I became president, I met Mahesh Chitnis. And I got to thank Mahesh Chitnis, because he's my role model. And he, at one point, says, listen, I need for you to be also a zone chair. And I said, I can't do that. I have too many things going on up there on my plate. He goes, listen, I did it. You could do it. And as a result of Mahesh Chitnis, I could tell you that I grew in Lionism. I went to the conventions. I went to the U.S. Canada Forum. I went to the international conventions. And when you start going and meeting so many Lions from around the world, you get hooked.
Right? Oh, sure, absolutely.
You see so many people that it doesn't matter from around the world that you meet, they're all doing the same thing, which is serving the community. Well,
yes. And thank you, Mahesh, for getting our Armando into the district level. because we love you, Armando.
Thank you so
What
much.
would you say is the best way to keep new members, Armando, or keep them, the new members or even the older members? What's the best way, do you think, to keep them satisfied?
I think that when they come in, the most important thing is getting them engaged, putting them in a position, and actually they're following up with them and making sure that you got to ask them what they really want in Lionism and what they expect. And I think that by training them and giving them you're educating them. And in Lionism, we have so much information on the computer that they could actually get. For myself, that I went through the bachelor's of the program, the master's program, the doctorate program, and it's all educating yourself in Lionism. So I believe that when you educate your Lions, they're going to stick to it, and they're going to continue to grow when you grow with their Lionism, and then you, in essence, become a Lion. You know, when one thing is becoming a Lion, and another thing is when you really feel that you became a Lion. I'll tell you a little experience for myself. I've been at the Lion for about 17 years, but the day that I know that I really became a Lion is when I took a trip that Mahesha actually put together with doctors and to the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
And the Lions from the Dominican Republic received us with the Leos at the airport. And we went to the poorest neighborhoods over there. We took glasses, about 1,000 glasses. We took food, we took clothing, and we went to 3 different clubs, and we gave all those kids those glasses with the eye screening. And those eye screenings, when the kids had those glasses, we gave those glasses that fit those kids and those parents. And those kids, they started hugging us. They started crying. We were all crying. And when I felt that, it reminded of me when I came from Cuba as well, because I came from those poor areas. And that's when I said, you know what, this is what a Lion is all about.
And that's right. That's right.
In those third world countries as well.
Absolutely, and that's what also
moment.
Right, absolutely, and that's what actually keeps members involved and not lose interest by doing hands-on and going to these, visiting these places and seeing hands-on what's really going on and how we Lions all over the world help others. Thank you so much, Past District Governor Armando from the Elizabeth Cubanos Club.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I would like to now read some quick testimonials from fellow Lions that could not be with us today. And we're going to start with Louise Campy from the Cranberry Club. She's the membership chairman there. Louise couldn't be with us today. She says it's the community that we serve and the work that we do that brings in members. In other words, we recruit from the community at our events, and we have our membership applications and handouts about our club always ready. So thank you, Louise. Matt Somm from the Warren Club. Matt is the membership chairperson there at the Warren Club. Matt says, we look for volunteers on the sports field, like coaches from youth soccer or baseball that are already involved. We talk to them about Lions and we plant the seed. Then we water later. We don't push. We use the slow sale approach, Matt says. Matt says he makes a goal of bringing in 2 members, not more than that, personally, because he says that way he can mentor those 2 members throughout their first year. In other words, if he's finding that he's having more than 2 or 3 or 4 members at once, he'll pass those other members along to another Lion so that they can focus on the new members. So thank you very much, Matt, for that input. And lastly, I have a testimonial from Brian Killia. He is from the New Providence Club. He's the membership chairman there. Brian says, we have socials outside of meetings, like cornball or beanbag toss events at someone's home. And we invite our friends over and we talk about Lions. So thank you very much for those testimonials, fellow Lions. Again, I would like to thank all the panelists for taking the time out to participate in today's virtual forum on membership. Now remember our International President's theme, Service from the heart. Ask one, bring one. Now let's take a moment, Varsha, to view on the screen the upcoming events for District 16J. Am I correct?
Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. It was really great. Our all speakers are very motivating, and I'm really inspired with them. And I know that we have to have that membership growth into our district, and we will do our best. Ask one, bring one, right?
Right.
And now we have some upcoming events coming up, and I'm going to show just glimpses of our upcoming event. And let me welcome Rohel.
Thank you, Lion Varsha, and thank you for showing those upcoming events. If I may, we'll be having the Zumba in the park tomorrow. It's our fundraising event for Somerville Metro Lions Club. So please come at Duke Island Park at 9 o'clock. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun event. At the same time, you'll be helping us in our charity projects, specifically diabetes awareness initiatives. So,
And now, sorry.
yeah, time flies so fast.
Yeah.
We
And
are,
now let me welcome Mahesh. He can talk about the peace event. Mahesh, you're muted.
Isn't it good that I keep myself muted? The International Day of Peace is celebrated on will be celebrated on 21st of September. There are several events that go around the world about peace for last several years, but whatever is happening around the world at this point, that takes a very, very different meaning. And that is why even if we are doing this event with several other organizations like Rotary, Kiwanis, the Somerset County Coalition, Cultural Coalition, and several others, this year we wanted to expand a little bit. And for that, on the day of the International Day of Peace, that is the Tuesday, we are going to have an international peace speech competition for the youth around the world. And we will choose the best speeches, and we would publicize them all around the world and use few of those speeches on the event that we are going to do on 26th, that is Sunday, and all of you are invited. It is going to be at the Buddhist Vihara in Princeton. They have one of the largest sitting Buddha statue outdoors that you might imagine. And try to come in, try to see what that place is all about. Also, come in, and we would have prayers in all religions. It will be a multicultural, multi-religious event. So please come in and join us.
Thank you, Lion Mahesh, for let us know about the peace event. And now we have one more event coming up. Peter, if you can just briefly tell us about your hunger project.
Oh, Rise Against Hunger.
Yes,
Summit Club is going to be having their event coming up soon. I don't recall the date. I think it's November 6th. I'm sorry.
It's October 16th.
Oh, that's another event, our iMobile. October 16th. And we're going to be putting together 20,000 meals in just about 2 hours. We're going to need 100 volunteers. I'm going to bring this up at the cabinet meeting as well. We're going to need 100 volunteers. I'm sure we're going to be able to meet that number to put together these packages of food to distribute to the needy around the world. So that's coming up. It's our third time we're doing it, and we're very excited.
Thank you so much, because we have to do some service activities, and this is the best service activities. So we were looking forward to join in. And at this point, I would like to invite all the panelists. Thank you so much. Rohel, over to you.
Okay, wow. I was just saying, time flies so fast. It was great listening to everyone with your stories. So thank you, GMTD, Lion Peter, and our esteemed panelists this evening for this episode. This has been another enlightening and inspiring event. It is great to learn about the membership initiatives of the clubs in our district, and hopefully your membership stories will inspire and motivate the other clubs. And we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Let us remember our district motto for this year. Together we can. Yes, together we can do a lot of things. We can do a lot of service projects. May we continue to inspire others and invite them to our organization to have more hands in our service journey. Service from the heart, right? Our international motto. So, friends, Lions,
Practice this.
yeah. This has been another wonderful episode, and we look forward for the next one, which will be on Friday, October 15, right? We'll let you know of the dates later on. But for now, it's October 15, 2021. Please mark your calendars for this next event. Again, thanks to all our participants in this episode. Thank you, Didi Barcia, for spearheading this virtual series. GMTD Peter for facilitating the membership dialogue portion, and to our club representatives for sharing your stories. I would also like to thank our technical support in the background who helped make this episode possible. And to all our viewers, thank you for joining us again this evening. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below or email us at district16j@gmail.com. Again, it's district16j@gmail.com. And we appreciate receiving your feedback so we could improve our process. And before we close this episode, I would like to share a favorite quote. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. From Mother Teresa. Have a good evening, everyone. Be safe, be well, and take care. And now, let's have a peek into next month's episode.